the Maryland, the best colony. In Maryland, we have a phrase that describes us perfectly. It's just 3 J's. It epitomizes the beauty and the beauty. Good old Maryland. They are Jesus, joints, and joy. Because you have to have all those 3 things in order to have a happy life. Screw life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Jesus, joints, and joy. The first day. Jesus.
Hey, you love Jesus. I love Jesus. Who the heck doesn't love Jesus? Come to Maryland. We love Jesus. We love Jesus so much we started religious tolerance around Jesus. Catholic, got him. Orthodox, got him. Protestants, got him. Anglicans, got him. Jews, go away. We don't got them. If you love Jesus, you're a friend of Maryland. We're a Catholic refuge, so some of us are all Catholics. You know what that means? The Pope loves us! The Pope endorses us! We're so great! Even the natives want to be Catholics! They don't even want to attack us because they all want to follow good old Jesus! All in all, if you want a happy life, come to Maryland. As long as you love Jesus, I'll accept you here. Who can disagree with the Pope? Right, Pope Paul V?
Oh, you're probably too busy with Galileo at the moment. Oh well. What differs us from the other colonies, like the good old Jesus fascists up in New England, is that we are really tolerant around our Jesus. We're not up there with the Puritans who force you to become Puritans in order for voting rights. All we ask is that you love our good old friend Jesus. I'll end it off with a quote from fellow Jesus lover and possible creator of VeggieTales, Jonathan Edwards. Hell is paved with the skulls of unbaptized children. He's a Puritan. Hey, joints. Because who doesn't love some drugs? Well, you know Maryland loves them drugs, especially tobacco. Because tobacco, we got all of it. We are the perfect colony for growing tobacco. But you may ask, what about the southern colonies such as North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia? Well, you see, we don't use tons of slaves up here. Sure, we have them, but who doesn't, you know? Go out in the backyard, there's some slaves in here and there, but at least they're not half of the population. South Carolina. Most of our work is done by indentured servants, which are basically just jobs with extra steps. Somebody wants to come over to the New World. So somebody says, sure, I'll pay for you to come over to the New World, but you have to work for me for around 7 years. So it's a lot like a 9-to-5 job, except you're sweating in a tobacco field, dying of addiction, because the leaves have toxic chemicals. Just like any life you would possibly want to live. But if you farm the tobacco safely and in a massive field, you'll get money. Who doesn't love money? I know you love money. That's why you're coming to Maryland. You want the money. You know what gives you money? Tobacco. Everybody wants tobacco. The English want tobacco. Everyone in Europe wants tobacco. Heck, you want tobacco. You and your son just want to go on the front porch and smoke a pipe of tobacco while the sun sets over the Chesapeake. You know, Maryland things. But how might you get your tobacco? Well, obviously, you buy some seeds. Where are you going to get that? Maryland, obviously, because that's where we're growing all the tobacco. You might say, well, wasn't Jamestown up in Virginia the first ones to grow tobacco? No, they were too busy eating their wives because they're starving to death. We don't have that problem down here in good old Maryland because it's a law that corn also has to be grown for every couple of acres of tobacco. We're never starving because who doesn't love corn? Corn is great. Tobacco is great. Get freaking high and eat corn. What's not to love? Welcome to Maryland. Get high, eat corn. The third and final J. Joy. Who doesn't want to be happy in your life? Probably not you. You don't want to go and walk on said Baby Skull Road, that lonesome road you have to walk all alone. So, instead, you're going to live a nice, happy, Jesus-filled life up in Maryland. Like, you might be wondering, what do you do when you're done praying and working your tobacco farm? Well, you're obviously going to have all the fun things you can do in Maryland. You can go and help fish for crab. For example, crab, one of the most common things in Maryland. That's because we have direct access to one of the most important waterways in the New World, the Chesapeake Bay. Boats love it. Who doesn't want to put their boat in the Chesapeake? The Chesapeake has major supply lines to almost every colony that is in the, Chesapeake Bay area. That would be Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, of course, and Delaware. You can possibly throw in New Jersey, but that's not really connected. It likes New Jersey. But how are your living conditions going to be? Well, houses are made out of wood. What do we have in Maryland? Massive forests. So you can come get your wood in Maryland. We have lots of wood. You can come down, chop down some trees, and you have a beautiful log cabin for you, your wife, and your 13 kids and 4 that died in childbirth. You know, the 1604 dream life. You could just give all your friends tours of your log cabin crib. You could tour them the tobacco field in the back while eating a crab dinner and smoking some nice old tobacco cigs. The Maryland lifestyle. Unlike other colonies, which have a 4-course meal of another person or a 4-course meal of starving to death, Maryland has tons of food, for we are in a perfect spot within the Chesapeake and northern and southern colonies. We are not sweating our calories away in the south, and we are not freezing our butts off in the north. We are in a perfect, normal temperature environment, much like jolly old England. And you might say, what about the new world and the old world's connections? Well, we have lots of those. Now you see, you might be wondering about our education. Well, the rich get education. You might be saying, though, well, not everyone can be rich. In Maryland, they can, because like I said, tobacco. Everybody loves tobacco. So you're all rich. Now you get to send your boys over to a school. Sometimes they can get educated over in Europe. Speaking of Europe, where the girls go if we don't want to teach them at home. They get shipped off over to nunneries in good old France. Who doesn't love France? Except maybe the French. But everybody loves France. Go see Paris. Go shipped off to an abbey and become a nun to our great Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is truly just Maryland things over here. Nobody could possibly hate this. All you have is right here in the Chesapeake breadbasket. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. God bless and God save Maryland.